Hey, it's Tara, and today I'm going to do the 7 Deadly Sins book tag. I was tagged by Yes Miss Jane, and I will link, of course, to her video down there, and the original video as well. So, let's get started. Number 1, Greed. What is your most inexpensive book? My cheapest book was probably Free. I have a lot of them, so there's not really any one. I was an avid library goer when I was living in the US, and I also get a free book every month through my brother's Amazon Prime account, so I get a lot of free books. I'm kind of cheap when it comes to books, actually. Number 2, Wrath. What author do you have a love-hate relationship with? The first author that comes to mind when you say love-hate relationship is Haruki Murakami. I have read 3 of his books, and all 3 of them I really didn't love. I read them, and as I was reading them, I was so bored by the stories, and yet I couldn't put them down. So I often rail at Murakami when I'm reading. Like, why is this so boring, and why do I want to keep reading it? So I probably will continue to read him occasionally, even though I have this relationship with him. Number 4, Gluttony. What book have you deliciously devoured over and over with no shame whatsoever? That would be Norton Juster's The Phantom Tollbooth. I absolutely adore that book, and I have read it probably 20 times. I love it that much. Sorry, there are going to be a lot of cuts and jumps because it's a beautiful day, so I have all the windows open and these really loud trucks keep driving by, and the wind keeps like blowing things over, so I'll probably cut a bunch of stuff out or pause a lot, so be prepared. Number 4, Sloth. What book have you neglected to read due to laziness? I don't really neglect to read due to laziness so much as disinterest. I guess like maybe school books, but I always read the books for school, so I guess I'm going to say The Consumer Society that my brother got me for my birthday. It's a nonfiction theory book, and it seems really, really interesting, and I do want to read it, but nonfiction is always a little bit of a rough one, and I don't really have as much immediate interest in them, so I tend to put them off for as long as possible, but I do need to read it because my birthday was a long time ago. Number 5, Pride. What book do you most talk about in order to sound like a very intellectual reader? I can't think of one. I have racked my brain. It's not that I don't ever try to sound like an intellectual reader. I just think that it varies depending on who you're talking to and what you're talking about. So, I mean, you know, I can't think of just one book for that. Maybe Milton's Paradise Lost, or I don't know. I'd have to have a situation, I guess. Number 6, Lust. What attributes do you find most attractive in male or female characters? I'm not going to say I never lust after characters, but they tend to be graphic novel characters because, you know, they're like right in front of you and you can see them, but in any case, I guess in novels I'm most attracted to characters who are self-confident and assured and maybe a little bit badass, maybe something like that. But I can't. And intelligent? Intelligence is always sexy, so I guess, yeah, we'll go with those. And number 7, Envy. What book would you most like to receive as a gift? Like I said before, I am kind of cheap when it comes to books, so there are a lot of new releases that I really want to read, but they're $13, and I don't like to spend more than like $6 on a book if I can help it. So probably I would like to receive one of those newer books as a gift so that I don't have to buy it myself. So there we have it, the 7 Deadly Sins tag, and that was interesting. A lot of thinking. I especially liked the question about pride. What book do you most talk about in order to sound like a very intellectual reader? It's interesting to think about, even though I couldn't actually come up with a title, because, you know, I guess we we can't get away from pride as human beings, no matter how hard we try. And I think it's interesting that we apply it to book reading as well. So that was interesting. Anyways, I guess for tags, I'm going to tag Ronetta at the reading space and the book swatch. I don't know your name, actually. What is your name? Do you feel like sharing that with me? Anyways, I'd like to tag those two beautiful ladies to do this tag because I didn't see it in their videos. If you've done it, sorry. Please link me to the video. I would like to see it. But that's it. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for watching, and until next time.